It was Eloisa's idea initially, and she had this great idea about this man who creates this list because he can't be bothered to choose his own wife. And she basically invited Julie and I to join her and do a novel in 3 parts that would read like a novel. I think, who came up with novel in 3 parts? I think that was Julie.
Yeah, it made me. Well, I think originally we were talking about doing an anthology, but then we thought, well, the problem with anthologies is people often pick and choose, and they say, well, I like it, but it feels too short, it's disjointed. And we thought, well, what if it flows and there's 3 distinct stories, but they're part of a bigger story? And so, you know, we're writing the one where you still have to read it in order. You can't, you know, say, well, you know, I like Eloisa James best, so I'm just going to read that section. It won't make sense. And so we each had our own section, and then we had what we called interstitials, for lack of a better word, which were at the very beginning and end, and then in between the stories. And those were more of a joint effort.
We went to New Orleans.
We were in New Orleans doing that, and
Great
we took
food.
that off our taxes.
Great wine. And we were in
The
this
entire
great little,
thing.
Yeah,
They're my friends.
great little hotel. And I just want to point out that I worked like a dog. And from the center courtyard, I could hear the floating voices of these 2 saying, really? That's what your daughter wore in her wedding? Really? Really? That's your favorite musician? I was like, But it
Julie
was
was
totally
playing
fun.
Wham
I was
all
not
the time.
playing
Always
Wham. This
playing
is her
Wham.
ongoing thing.
Well, it was just totally fun, and I think the reason the novel in 3 parts works is that when we were writing the interstitial parts, because we would come back together, you know, for dinner, and say, "Oh, my heroine's doing this now," or you know, I think Julia changed the name of her heroine like 14 times.
No, I went with you named her.
No,
With
you
the name.
you changed
Yeah, it
the
was
name
you.
of
You're
you
the one
all the
changing
time.
the names.
Every single time we got a new manuscript piece, the guy's name had changed.
I didn't like his name. You know how it is when you're developing someone.
No, you named Gwendolyn. So you
But
don't even remember that.
oh well, anyway.
No, I didn't.
Let it go.
Oh, I did change the hero's name. That's true.
Yeah.
But really early on, like before you guys ever wrote anything about him, you're the one who sent the manuscript. Oh, he's not this anymore. He's this, and
Right. But we would get together and laugh. And I think that's why it works. Because like for that final scene, we were writing the parody of Midsummer Night's Dream. I have a clear memory. We were all sitting around a little round table, I think in your room, and we were laughing hysterically, and we were playing the parts of our characters.
Yeah.
So the lines that come forward are each of our characters.
That might
So
have-
when they're arguing, I know this will shock you.
we actually had to rein Eloisa back a little bit because her Shakespearean professor persona started to shine through, and she started really getting into the Shakespearean thing. We're like no, little. Here we go. Our people are not scholars, and they're already drunk, so they can't be quite that wise and witty.
Yeah.